Stop!
How do we manage a behavior like this? It's Shani, certified feline training and behavior specialist with Wild at Heart, and saying no or stop is not going to work. The first thing I look at is this cat's needs being met? And I already saw comments from the creator saying that she feeds him and plays with him. And awesome, I love that. My question is how are you feeding him and how are you playing with him? Because those two things really matter. Cats should be fed at least 5 small meals a day, mainly wet food. There's a lot of problems with dry food, but one thing is it's not satiating. So cats can eat a lot of dry food and still remain hungry. And how you play with your cat is also important. A lot of people think that they want to play with their cats to tire them out. And in reality, we want to play with our cats because we want to give them an opportunity to express their natural instincts. When you watch your cat play, you should look at their prey sequence, which is something that they naturally do when they're out hunting. And that prey sequence is staring, stalking, chasing, pouncing, grabbing, and performing the kill bite. You want to see those functions in your cat when they're playing. And like I always say, a cat's entire life is hunt, kill, eat, groom, sleep. So play with your cat and then feed them a small meal or treat. And I genuinely believe that sequence allows them to regulate their physical and emotional well-being. And then of course, we need to look at all the other things that cats need, like scratchers, elevated surfaces, and those other enrichment items. And once you know for a fact, 10 out of 10, your cat's needs are being met, then we need to work on extinguishing this habit, because once a behavior has happened over and over again, it becomes a habit. And habits are harder to break. So not only are we going to change your cat's behavior, but we're going to change your behavior and your reaction to that behavior. Most of my behavior modification is rooted in prevention. So what you're going to do is you're going to tape that cabinet shut tight. So no matter what, your cat cannot get that door to open even a centimeter. Because when your cat is messing with the door like that, he's actually getting 2 forms of reinforcement. Number 1, you're reinforcing him because every time you do it, you give him a verbal reaction, which is just teaching him to get your attention. He's got to make this annoying noise. And the second thing that's reinforcing is himself. I think that what he's doing is physically enjoyable probably, and he probably likes the sensory input that he's getting. So when we make sure our cat's needs are being met, we make sure that these needs and wants for sensory input are being met in a more appropriate ways. Completely preventing him access to opening those cabinets is vital, because you're never going to correct that behavior verbally by telling them stop or no. And I can almost guarantee that he is going to try really, really hard when you tape that cabinet, and he's going to try really, really hard again. And then eventually he's going to give up, right? He's not getting the reinforcement from the cabinet, and he's not getting the reinforcement from you. And most importantly, his needs are being met. Thank you so much for sharing this video. I went to your page and you clearly love your cats, which I love because I love my cat. And if you are 10 out of 10 always team cat, you should follow me. I have TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. It's all Wild at Heart Cats, and you can hire me for one-on-one consultations. Check my website, wildatheartcats.com, and it's way too hot. Sweepy is inside sleeping.